Something that came to mind to me today, and something that I've just thought about for some time, but particularly because I see it in other people's relationships and can understand, right? Is when people believe they show up a certain way, but that's not necessarily the case in their intimate relationships. They may do that in their more performative relationships. And what an example of that could be, you have a friend who is like, oh, I show up for people this way when they're in crisis. And then you sit back and like, I haven't seen that across our friendships. When I see that is when you're dating someone and you believe that there's potential there, you end up showing up at your absolute best. I say be cautious with that because that's where people circle back and they're like, oh, now you got time for us. Now you don't have a significant other. Now you don't have these other people in your life. Now you got time to show up. And what can be happening there is that you may not be aware that you're not necessarily showing up for the people you care about the way that you think. And so be cautious of this because it can affect your relationships, right? If you care about showing up with integrity, you care about showing up for the people you care about, then you'll do your best to communicate and show up in that way for the people that are in your sphere. There's no performance. It's just genuine. Hey, if I can't show up to you physically, maybe I'll call you. That's what I could offer in this season. But here's what I need from you. Tell me what you need. Be specific. There's no limit, and if there is, I'll let you know. Right? It's really being as best you can with the component of showing up. And if this doesn't make sense, feel free to drop some notes. Let's have a further conversation because I believe heavily in this. I believe that we need to really love and appreciate the people who are close to us in the way that they need us to, right? And do our best to do so. And when we don't prioritize them in that way, I think we're placing our time and our resources in the wrong places. And so that's what it comes back to, that pouring into the folks you actually love and love you deeply will likely end up in some exponential, rewards in the future just because these are the people that are pouring back, right? And so be mindful of that. Don't treat outsiders better than you treat your people, man.